ninjas, to another edition of What to Do While You're Stuck at Home. We're going to work on drawing the sword. It's called Kenjutsu. And the idea is we're going to take a bokken if you've got one at home. If not, shame on you. Use your imagination and come up with something to use as a sword. The idea here is to sit in seiza, calmly center yourself, draw the sword up and out in one motion this way. Now, what we're going to talk about is not only the drawing of the sword, because that's only a physical skill, so we want to talk about the mental as well. But first, let's cover the basics. What you want to do is you want to grab your sword. You want to turn it to the side so it's coming out and cutting at the same time. We're grabbing, we're coming up. Our toes are tucked, our foot is out, we are balanced, okay? From here, we are going to pull our imaginary sheath backwards, and we're going to draw the sword out in a smooth horizontal arc, and we are going to stop once it has passed through the imaginary bad guy. Do not do this, okay? Because it was considered bad manners to kill your friends in Japan, and your parents or anyone at your house is going to be mad when you knock that stuff off of the furniture. So keep your sword under control at all times. After all, there's nobody over there for you to be cutting. So the idea was to cut and stop when the job was done, making the next cut much faster and quicker when you do so. Now, you might be sitting at home going crazy. Okay? So let's talk about how this is important. What we want to do as a ninja is begin to learn to meditate. And we believe in an active form of meditation, not just sitting there like this. Instead, we are going to use active meditation, which is a little bit different. So with that, the idea here is to place your hand, okay? Sit and calmly stop thinking. I know that's hard, but here's the idea, is we want to be like a fox waiting outside of the mouse hole. We want to just be waiting, and when that thought comes up, we're going to pounce. Okay? The thought will come up naturally. It will be whatever it is. It doesn't matter. The idea is to just blank, okay? Hold it for as long as you can, okay? So this is a form of meditation, okay? But as soon as we lose that focus and that thought pops up, we're going to spring into action. So the idea is here, and as soon as we lose our concentration, we draw the sword and cut. We go back down, and we practice it again and again and again until the time becomes longer. This is how we simply practice it. So sometimes in meditation, they will say when a thought comes up, let it go, ignore it, get back to what you're doing or not doing, okay? But in this case, what we do is we simply acknowledge the thought, attack it, and back down to zero, okay? So this is very important for us to center ourselves and to learn to begin to control our mind. A very, very basic way to do it, but it is extremely effective. Give it a try, please. Okay, what we're going to work on is some basic sword cuts. So first of all, we've got to have a good posture to start with. So we're going to start with the first one, which is Dojo Dan, Shomenge. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with Dojo Dan. So we're going to go back like Katachi Chimojin no Kamai. We're going to put our elbows out so that we can see past this. Your hand should be about one fist away from your forehead, and the sword is directly above your head. It doesn't need to be back here. We don't need that much force. If you're good, you can stay up here, like this, above your head. And then all we're going to do is we're going to step forward and make one cut. We're going to pull our base hand towards our center, and we are going to stop the sword at the level of our knee. Okay, this is considered bad swordsmanship, and your mom would be upset if you poke a hole in the carpet. So don't do that. Instead, we are here, we are cutting like this, okay? Nice and strong, squeezing your hands at the end to stop the sword cut when we do so. Right. Cut straight down the center. So again, and down. Next one we're going to practice. Pull to where this is to your center. Now pull, elbows down, do not chicken wing, sword blade towards your imaginary enemy. From here, our feet are in a small T. We're going to step forward, okay? Turn our shoulder, put power behind the blade, and we're going to cut downward at a diagonal. This cut should go across the person's neck and out through their side this way. Practice it left and right sided, and cut. Fair enough. Next, what we're going to do is again from Hasso. So we're here, okay, like this, and we are going to cut a reverse diagonal. So we're going to start at their hip and come out through the side of their shoulder. So we're going here and cutting here. Again, do not kill the birds. Unnecessary. No one is that tall. So when we are here, we're stepping in and we're cutting. The cut is done, okay? Therefore, next cut quick. You were thrown out of the house, okay? So don't stick it through the ceiling. Everybody's gonna be unhappy with you this way. Easy enough. Okay, so let's try those basic ones and see how you do, and we'll give you more next time.